Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. Yeah, it's getting interesting now about gold. It's getting interesting because we have headed down further in our support area here of this wave 2. Yeah, so remember that we talked about this being a possible 1-2 setup here. This an additional 1-2 setup, but it's really only likely as long as we are staying above 1827. Now, funny enough, we held exactly this level and had quite a nice buy reaction to this level. However, we really need to, if I go to the 1 hour chart, you will see that we need to break above the 1855 level, this one here, the last highs, to even start to think about if a low is in. Yeah, I mean, very clearly downtrend at the moment. Oops, short-term downtrend here. And as long as we stay below the last swing low, the downtrend remains in place with a more or less ugly trend line. So we're really now pushing against that ceiling here, but without a break above 1855, things are rather uncertain. So we would have to be in favor of trend continuation to the downside. However, the thing is here, we've really maxed out what we should be doing in this wave 5 of C of 2. Ideally from here it will rally in a third wave. Now, of course, that is at the moment not confirmed. So what would happen if we break below this level? Now, first thing you need to know is if we break below 1827, it would not mean that this wave 2 is invalid. It's technically not invalid. However, according to my experience, around 90% of setups fail if we break below this 1827 level, yeah, below the 78.6 fib level. It could still find support at 1811 and still rally, but it would then be unlikely that this setup will still hold. So what we now need to be looking out for is a break above 1855. And then in the next step, it needs to break above 1902, which would be further confirmation. And then we could be heading up above into the $2,000 plus level. But this is the setup. This is currently a long trade setup, of course. As you know, the support area, you can choose to do it or not. However, I don't have a clear bottom in place yet. It's starting to look interesting here with this latest lower and the green candles, but we haven't seen enough yet to confirm. Now, what happens really if we drop below 1827? Then we will have to, or the probabilities will increase that this was just a B wave top. And I'm not talking about the yellow ABC here. I'm talking about a larger B wave top, because the move of the lows here since November, yeah, it's only a 3-wave move so far. And basically here an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. However, in Elliott wave, the concept of the right look is very important. And labeling this as an ABC is normally not the first thing you would do because of the weak B wave. And also because waves A and C, I mean, you could argue maybe it is an ABC, but it could very well also be, as you know, a wave 1, a wave 2, and then here another 1 and a 2, which is normally the way to label it, right? You first would look for 1-2, 1-2, especially if this move is impulsive, this move down is very weak, and this move is impulsive as well. Your first thought would be, okay, it's impulsive, so we're labeling it as 1-2, 1-2. However, if it breaks below the 1827 level, the 78.6 retrace, then I would have to start to increase probabilities for this ABC structure, which would mean that we come down in 5 waves and will probably make a new low below the 1618 level from November. Yeah, so that's important. If we now move up from here, it could either be that this was the wave 2 low of the second 1-2 setup, or that's another possibility, that we had here a wave 1 to the upside, all of this, an extension basically, that we came down here only in the A wave, we are going to rally in a B wave, and would come down in C. Now you don't know which one is going to work out, but that's why we've got the long trade set up here. And in the worst case, well, in the worst case it fails, okay, but then you have a stop loss below the area, so it won't hurt a lot. Then if it's a B wave, you can move up your stop loss, even if it moves up not as an impulse but as a B wave. Move your stop loss into profit as soon as you can. Or if it rallies, and that's the best case, it will in the best case move above $2,000 and maybe even eventually to 2,500. So an amazing reward to risk ratio. This is sort of where we currently are, so we really need to be watching these two levels in the short term. 1827 as support, and then the 1855 level as resistance, and the ceiling we need to break above to indicate that at least a local low has been made. Okay, that's my update about gold. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.